34 after the hour of 8 o'clock. Good morning, Texas.
Good morning, and welcome back. We've got an interview for you that, you know what, affects more people than you might realize. Hearing loss actually ranks as the third most common chronic condition among older Americans, affecting more than 48 million nationwide. We are going to speak this morning with Jackie Cooper about hearing loss prevention. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Excellent. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Absolutely my pleasure.
Now, you are here this morning to raise awareness about hearing loss. And, personally, this one was of interest to me because I'm 43 years old and I know I have some hearing loss already. It probably doesn't help that I wear headphones every day either, but, that's beside the point. Let's talk about some of these things that we need to be aware of.
Absolutely. Hearing loss is one of the most insidious health issues that we deal with today. It comes on us very slowly. It starts at a very young age, in our 30s and 40s. And there's so many things that we can do to prevent the problems from happening when we're in our younger years and our middle-age years, and so we can help prevent a lot of the hearing loss issues that patients deal with today.
Now, do you think that that this is a condition that could be even more widespread in the future due to the, I see all these kids around with the earbuds and listening to the music and all of that. Do you think that we're going to see this number increase?
Absolutely. We already are. And one of the big rules about working with earbuds and earphones and even headsets that a lot of people are unaware of is we call it the 60-60 rule. Mm-hmm. You really need to limit your time with earbuds, whether it be talk radio, whether it be music, or even audiobooks, to 60 minutes at a time, at 60% of the maximum volume. And there are even headsets available that you can purchase that are designed to prevent hearing loss in young children, because if it starts at a much younger age, it gets worse by the time we're in our 40s and 50s. So 60% of the volume for 60 minutes at a time is really the most that you should be using those earbuds.
Now, you say here that the average person with hearing loss, probably much like myself, waits a little too long before seeking treatment. Do you think is it a pride thing? Is it something we're just kind of ignoring, thinking, I don't want to admit I have it? Well, what are the statistics telling us there?
Well, there's several different things that prevent people. One of the biggest things is it's really difficult to know if you have hearing loss if you don't have your hearing tested. Mm-hmm. Because if there's a sound or a type of sound that you're not hearing, you don't know you didn't hear it because you didn't hear it. Mm-hmm. So it's really important for us to be aware of the need for hearing testing itself. It's important to go in, starting in our younger years, and have that hearing tested every few years to make sure that we're aware of any problem that's going on and find appropriate treatment.
Well, I can tell you right now, I think the last hearing test that I had was back in grade school when they went, they put those things on you and said, raise your hand if you can hear this tone, and then you raised it, and then you did the other side and that sort of thing. And so I can tell you, adults in general are not having those tests, once they get out of school.
Yes, and it's the most common thing that I hear when patients come in to see me is that they were not even aware that they had the issue, that their friends and family members actually had to point it out before they even saw the need to go in and have the testing done. So it's so much better to have that testing done as a matter of regular maintenance, for lack of a better word. Mm-hmm. Just like we have our blood pressure checked or our cholesterol or anything else, we need to have that hearing checked as well.
Well, give us some other steps that we can take, for those that are either trying to limit more hearing loss or perhaps before they hit that point, just some steps we can take other than the 60-60 rule to, help us get ahead of this hearing loss. There's
so many simple, easy things that we can do on a daily basis. A lot of people are not aware that anything louder than your hairdryer, if you have a period of time exposed to those loud noises, can cause some permanent hearing loss. So when we're working with lawn equipment, lawn mowers, farm implements, when we're, of course, using any type of firearms, whether it be hunting or at the range, when we are in situations like loud concerts, even loud movie theaters or parties, it's important to wear hearing protection. It's readily available, it's easy to use, it's inexpensive, and it can really save you a lot of problems down the road. So make sure you wear that hearing protection whenever you're in a situation that you think even might be a little bit too loud.
And if we are noticing that maybe, especially, I tell you where I notice it the most is in, restaurants where there's a lot of ambient mid-range noise. I notice I struggle or lean in, to hear conversations and that sort of thing at my own table. So if you're noticing some things like that, is it time to contact your doctor? You need to go ahead and get that test. What are your recommendations?
Absolutely discuss any health issues at all with your doctor, including your hearing. So if you're noticing some small symptoms yourself, or if your friends and family members are pointing out some small issues with your hearing, make sure you discuss it with your doctor first off. Your doctor's going to check the physical health of your ears. Your doctor's going to facilitate you having a hearing test done by a professional. And if you go in and have that hearing testing done by a professional, follow their advice. It's extremely important when they tell you what the issue is and what you should do about it. Sometimes it's something as simple as having the ears cleaned. Sometimes it's hearing aids. But listen to them and follow that advice, because there are long-reaching effects of untreated hearing loss that can affect us everywhere from dementia to our risk of falling to our lack of socialization and becoming socially isolated, those issues that run hand in hand with untreated hearing loss. The only person that can stop those issues from rising their ugly head is ourselves. And to take that little gut check and say, I know it's not what I wanted to hear, but if it's the way that it is, I need to follow the advice of those professionals. So definitely talk to your doctor to begin. Have that hearing test performed. Listen to the recommendations of your professionals, and do that gut check to stop yourself from preventing that treatment for the hearing loss for yourself.
All right.
Do yourself a favor. Absolutely.
Now, we're going to let you have some final thoughts here, but anything that's out there that's like some high-tech devices or anything that, we might ask our physicians about, or anything that is now coming to light that is helpful to those that are already there, they're already experiencing the hearing loss, and that you wanted to mention this morning?
Absolutely. The company that I work with is called HealthInnovations. We're really focused on making high technology, quality hearing instruments available to the public at a very affordable price. One of the things that can stop patients from taking advantage of hearing instruments and treating that hearing health is price itself. Hearing instruments have a reputation for being quite expensive. So once you've found out what's going on with your hearing, if hearing instruments are recommended, I personally recommend, as well as many doctors, insurance companies, and group coverage plans, that you contact us for information. You can contact us via our website, which is HealthInnovations.com. You can contact us via phone at 855-523-9355. We'll be glad to take a look at that hearing test results and give you some recommendations for hearing instruments at an affordable price with technology that can greatly give you an advantage in those restaurants and background noise situations that you're struggling with now.
All right. And Jackie, before we let you go, do you mind mentioning the HLAA? Talk a little bit about what that organization does and how they can also help listeners that may be struggling with hearing loss.
The Hearing Loss Association of America is one of the most trusted, reputable sources for information. We're so proud to be partnered with Hearing Loss Association of America in order to bring about some awareness so that we can help patients prevent that hearing loss and even treat hearing loss if it's already reared its ugly head. HealthInnovations works with Hearing Loss Association of America to for their Walk for Hearing and to increase awareness about hearing loss, to raise funds, to get information out to people. And so I highly recommend, if you need a trusted source of information, referrals, and networking, the HLAA is a phenomenal place to be.
All right. Thank you so much for your time this morning. We appreciate it, and we'll talk to you sometime in the future.
I really appreciate it. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
Jackie Cooper talking to us a little bit about hearing loss, the Hearing Loss Association of America, and some things that are associated with hearing loss. Be sure and talk to your doctor if you're experiencing any symptoms and you think that you might need some assistance in that area. Don't let it go untreated. We need to take a quick break.